My name's Jo Rowley. I was 46 years old last year when I was diagnosed with chronic myeloid leukemia. When I was diagnosed, I found a few bruises and my mum and my husband encouraged me to go to the doctor because one of the bruises on my arm in particular had quite a large lump in it. I only went to the doctors to make them quiet really because they kept going on. But I went to the doctor and they sent me for some blood tests. So what happened then was I had the blood test done on a Saturday morning and then we went to a wedding Saturday night, had a really nice evening. Unbeknown to me, the hospital had been phoning me all afternoon, but they had actually been ringing the wrong number. So on the Sunday morning, we woke to a doctor knocking on my door who asked me how long I'd been feeling really poorly, and I was a little bit taken aback really by what he was doing there. So invited him in and he said that the blood test that I'd had showed my white blood count to be very, very high. It was all a bit of a blur really at that moment. I hadn't got any other symptoms other than when I looked back, I was incredibly tired the month before, but I have a very busy lifestyle. I work full time and I'm quite involved with other charity work. So I just put it down to being a busy mum. He then sent me to A&E on Sunday afternoon, which I did, and we sat there all afternoon and they actually couldn't help us. They said that I needed to see a blood specialist. So he said, we'll send you an appointment for 2 weeks, in 2 weeks' time, which was awful because at that time I didn't know what was wrong, but I knew something was wrong. The on-call doctor had already mentioned the word cancer and leukemia, and I didn't think it was very fair to then have to wait 2 weeks to find out. So I came home and spoke to my GP, who very kindly got me an appointment with a blood haematologist on the Tuesday. When I walked in to his door, the whole table was full of documents, magazines, and it had chronic myeloid leukemia written all over it. He said that he wanted to do a bone marrow biopsy, which was not very nice at all. He said he was very, very sure it was chronic myeloid leukemia, and that's what he would be treating me for. But the confirmation would be once the bone marrow biopsy came back. And it came back within a few days to say that, yes, that was the diagnosis, as he had thought.